Hi, I'm Michael Shea with Transworld, and today we're going to tackle what is maybe the single most important question any business owner can ask. It really gets to the heart of all your hard work, your future, and your legacy.
So, let's just get right to it. What is your business really worth? And look, this is so much more than just a number on a piece of paper. This number, this single figure, represents your retirement. It shapes your family's future. It defines the legacy you're going to leave behind. Honestly, getting this right, well, it's everything.
Okay, let's dive into the risks here. Because not knowing your business's true value, that creates some serious uncertainty. It's kind of like trying to navigate a ship across the ocean without a compass. You're forced to make these huge, critical decisions based on pure guesswork. And that can lead to some major problems down the road.
The first risk, and frankly, the most painful one, is undervaluing your business. Without a clear, objective number, owners often just rely on a gut feeling or maybe some old, outdated information. And what happens? You could end up accepting an offer that's way, way below what you've actually earned. After all those years of blood, sweat, and tears, leaving that kind of money on the table is just a heartbreaking mistake.
But, there's a flip side to that coin. Overvaluing your business. An unrealistic asking price, and this is often driven by emotion, it can scare away serious, qualified buyers right from the get-go. They might not even bother to make an inquiry. That means the absolute perfect buyer for your business could just walk right on by without you ever even knowing they were there.
And this brings us to a much deeper point. Your business valuation isn't just some abstract business number. It's a life number. It's directly tied to your personal goals. Will the sale of your business actually fund the retirement you've been dreaming of for decades? Without an accurate figure, you're not planning, you're just hoping.
It's also about protecting the people you care about most. A current, accurate valuation is absolutely crucial for the practical stuff. Things like updating a buy-sell agreement or just making sure your life insurance coverage is where it needs to be. It provides real security and, just as importantly, peace of mind for your family.
So, how do you get rid of all this uncertainty? How do you eliminate the guesswork? Well, the answer is a professional fair market analysis, or what we call an FMA. Think of it as the clear path forward, the way to get the clarity and the confidence you need to make these massive decisions. So what exactly is a fair market analysis? Well, in simple terms, it's a data-driven process that gives you a realistic idea of how the market, and by the market, I mean actual potential buyers, would likely value your company right here, right now, in today's conditions. I've always said that evaluation is both a science and an art. The science part, that's the financial analysis, the hard numbers, the spreadsheets. But the art is just as important. That's the seasoned judgment that comes from experience, the ability to interpret that data, understand the market trends, and really see the story behind the numbers. Now, you might be thinking this all sounds pretty complicated, but it's really not. We've actually refined this whole thing into a completely transparent, three-step process that's designed to be super straightforward and collaborative from the very beginning.
So here's how it generally works. Step 1 is a deep dive interview, where we really get to understand the unique value drivers of your business, the things buyers really care about. Next, we gather some key information, and we make it easy with a simple checklist. And the final step? That's the presentation, where we walk you through the findings in plain English and make sure every single one of your questions gets answered.
And what you get at the end isn't just some dusty report with a number on it. No way! You should think of it as a strategic toolkit, one that's filled with insights that empower you to make smarter decisions for your business, and of course for your future. So what's inside this toolkit? Well, beyond the core estimate of value, you get all these critical insights. A working capital analysis checks the financial health a new buyer will be taking on. A customer concentration report can flag any risk if you're too reliant on just a few big clients. You also get real-world comparable data to see how you stack up against the competition. And finally, a positioning strategy, which is basically your roadmap for showing off your business's biggest strengths to buyers.
This really shows just how versatile a good valuation is. A lot of owners think it's only for when they're ready to sell, but that is just one piece of the puzzle. It's a powerful tool for your ongoing strategic planning, for retirement and estate planning, and for making sure your family is protected every step of the way. It's truly a tool for every single stage of your business journey. So, all of this leads to your next big decision. Because when you're armed with a clear and accurate understanding of your business's value, you're truly empowered. You're in the driver's seat, able to steer your future in exactly the direction you want it to go.
And this kind of analysis leans so heavily on experience. Professionals in this field bring decades of hands-on M&A work to the table, and that is absolutely critical for giving you the accurate, timely, and realistic information you need to make these life-changing decisions.
Ultimately, knowing your true value is the critical first step toward achieving your goals. It's what transforms hope into a concrete plan and what turns guesswork into a real strategy. So the final question isn't just about your next move, but rather, what could you build for your future if you knew, with confidence, what your business is truly worth today?